Every business trying to compete and win needs data and intelligence about their customers, suppliers, products, partners, and markets. Companies, governments, and organizations of all types are recasting their future in a predominantly digital world. Those that actively leverage data as a strategic asset to better inform decisions along that path, to find new value options or rule out poor ones, and to optimize all operational aspects will place themselves in a position to thrive and lead. Welcome to the Economic Times presents Power of Active Intelligence, powered by Qlik, wherein experts across the IT domain discuss the numerous ways in which active intelligence has permeated in fast-tracking decision-making and solving their most challenging problems.
Since the pandemic, we're seeing a much greater investment from organizations in building operational resilience. From an analytics perspective, there's a few things to consider in this. First and foremost is obviously ensuring employee health and safety, and organizations are doing this by adding pandemic scenarios to their business continuity plans. And then after that, it's mitigating the pandemic's business impact by creating immediate insights so that they can continuously monitor things like liquidity risk, changes in customer behavior, or emerging economic trends. We're seeing evolving business models with the launch of new digital capabilities and platforms, all underpinned by data analytics. Our great customer, L&T Technology Services, after the pandemic hit, they were able to pivot very quickly. Within days of the lockdown, they pivoted to a work from home strategy. They were 100% work from home for their domestic operations and 93% work from home for their offshore operations. And what they did is build analytics reports and dashboards so that they could closely monitor the health, but also the productivity of their employees through things like utilization reports, trend analysis, billing reports, monitoring the number of people that were reporting back into the office, and things like that. Every organization is looking for the scale and flexibility and agility that the cloud provides them. Indian organizations are actually at the forefront of this. They're going to lead the world in this. Recent research shows that 65% of IT leaders in India say that their organizations now have a cloud-first strategy, which really entails adopting cloud services in areas like edge computing and IoT. And just to put it in perspective, back in 2020, India's spending on public cloud services was 3.6 billion, and it's estimated that by 2025, that's going to blow out to 9.5 billion. So this is really an exploding area in India, really creating a whole new economy around that. According to Gartner, by the end of 2024, 75% of India enterprises will shift from piloting AI to actually operationalizing AI. And that's going to drive about a 5x increase in data and analytics infrastructures. So we're going to see this massive increase in strategies from organizations to get greater insights from this explosion of data. Well, in the digital economy, and really since COVID-19 started, we're seeing a trend, which I mentioned earlier, that customers are demanding real-time, highly accurate analysis of data so that they can make fast business decisions. The challenge with traditional BI approaches is they can't stand up to these demands. Traditional BI or historical BI really takes a passive approach with pre-configured historical data sets, and that are really designed to inform the user rather than actually compel action. Active intelligence is about an organization building an end-to-end data pipeline to create in-the-moment awareness of every aspect of their business. It delivers a continuous intelligence of their organization designed to trigger immediate responses, immediate actions throughout the enterprise. A big part of this is giving organizations the capability to free data from its silos in real time and allow users across the enterprise to drive immediate insights from the data. And then, of course, and most importantly, to drive actions based on that data. So it's very different from the days of the passive dashboard.
Businesses will need to reimagine how they build trust and connect to their customers, employees, as well as the business partners in a whole new way, the remote way. Data will play a very crucial role in this transformation and preparing businesses for the new normal. We have seen digital giants like Google, Amazon have built massive networks of data collections and giving services in exchange, which they are using to dominate the market. Businesses across the industries are not oblivious to this. And I think in the last 12 months, I personally have not seen the acceleration of digitizations in my 15 years of career. Perhaps one key difference here is the push is coming a lot more stronger from the business leader themselves. Let me give you a few examples. Chief purchasing officers are demanding for more visibility on their supplies and across the entire supply chain. They want to have more information around their suppliers so that they can better manage the raw materials shortages that is happening around the world right now. So as this to reduce the impact on production, so it ultimately impacts their end customers, because stockouts, it really equates to lost sales. Supply chain leaders are constantly challenged by what's going on around the world right now: overcrowded seaport, shortages of labor, conflicts among nations, and even climate changes, right? They need real-time agility so that they can make decisions and responses to events that it happen. Chief customer officers need to relook at their products and offerings. Are they still meeting the needs of the market and the customers? Do they need to develop a whole new approach or even new product and services to retain their customers? Lastly, the chief people officers need a new way to monitor how their productivity of their remote employees. They need to address the loss of talents and also prepare for the workforce for the future. I think today organizations needs a much more dynamic relationship with information. What do I mean here? One relationship where data has a high business value, where it reflects the current business moment, and one where information continuous flow into everyday business processes, empowering users to engage it in an intuitive way at any time, creating that in-moment awareness where every aspect of the business and the market they're operating in. Let me illustrate that through a customer example. HDFC Life is one of India's leading insurance company, which insures about more than 51 million lives. They want to modernize analytics for its 20,000 employees over 400 branches. They started with Qlik more than 10 years back, and since has moved on to QlikSense about 2 years back because they have to modernize their BI with more self-service as well as some of the key capabilities like smart searching. Is now used by more than 80% of their 19,000 employees, and they have deployed more than 80 dashboards and 700 reports. QlikSense have actually helped HDFC Life to deliver product transitioning, decision making, and risk management, and even the apps are being extended to company partners to launch new services. Now they have a very large sales force that is using Qlik, and being on the road most of the time, giving access to the sales force to the Qlik application can be the big difference because they can now actually interact better with the customers using information that is up to date, and that makes a key difference in closing a deal. In one interesting fact that we found out in the research, that every single business leaders reported that they would offer a salary increase for candidates that could demonstrate their data literacy. So there's a real avenue for both organizations and their employees to uplift themselves towards a better future.
Over the last 15 to 18 months, since we are sitting at home, the world has completely transformed, and whereas the digitalization has become a key topic for every board meeting, what we have, our boardroom discussions. With that, what we used to have a business intelligence, either through Qlik or through Dynamics 365 or various other products, was having a static data. But now we want informed decision makings. So the active intelligence or content intelligence, what do you want to call it out? We're actually seeing that in a very effective way. No matter it is a real-time analytics, coming from a manufacturing background, could be IoT, or connected devices. That how do I really have my people when they come back to home? Like the way we have done in our organization is we have got sensors on the seats now. So in case you are having a close interaction within the limits of the guidelines of a COVID, you get alarms. Third, what we can look at is event stream processing. Now you can't have a complete surveillance in a factory, especially in the times when you have a limited staff. How can that be more effective and raise alarms which are both triggered and build intelligence on to take an action, to take informed action items? So what we are really seeing that with active intelligence, we're becoming more smarter, we're getting more outcome focused. We are embedding into the business operation to take actions accordingly. And it's a real time, 24 by 7. What we've been talking, thinking about it, it's real time and very fast insights. And that's what we are looking at it. And we are seeing that. Heard what we are seeing, especially in the manufacturing setup, the adoption of artificial intelligence is picking up at a very fast pace. Every boardrooms is discussing that we need to invest in data lakes so that we can have an informed decision making. So we at Siemens have what we have done is we have really reorganized ourselves based on the digital design technology platform. We are now looking at all businesses in the countries, trying to understand how we can leverage data. Could be in logistics, could be in manufacturing, could be in the product building, or could be in the sales also to drive it out. Instead of having an infrastructure head, instead of having a application heads, all are gone. We don't have any of those people now. We have a digital sales head who focuses on sales platform, e-commerce platform, how we can use that data to take informed decision making. Second, how can we have an IoT organization or a function within the IT organization who actually focuses on various mechanisms? Could be in building technologies, could be digital industries, could be smart infrastructures, what we build it out, could be to our return to office also, where we have been return to office about the pandemic. Third is we have rebranded our infrastructure, basically, which is fully almost outsourced, called under digital foundation. Basic tools, basic products, what can help us build the foundation along with the outsourcing partners who are in the ecosystems. And in the heart of all these functions is data analytics, AI, and machine learnings. And that's what we are really organizing, that how can we enhance the customer experience of our people, leveraging the data analytics, leveraging the informed decision makings for taking the business to a next level. So we are in a, I would say, not in a very early stage, not in a very mature stage. We are in between.
Everybody is generating humongous amount of data. So while we talk of AI, ML and all, but I think simple visualization of the data which is there and a dynamic visualization which is associative, which is in associative form, and churns out the output in a quick manner is maybe much important than say AI. So it would depend on what is the usage and what is the requirement you are doing. So at everywhere you may not require AI, ML. Somewhere you would simply want visualizations to happen. One thing we have recently started is in terms of getting massive amount of client level data directly from the brokers. We have data aligned in different systems, right? So we have, on one hand we have a trading data, and one hand we have a brokers reporting to us, and then one hand we have say data from we generate from general market sources in terms of what are the actions being taken against a particular entity. We have empowered the team members in terms of getting data on their table, providing them a interactive dashboards wherein you have all the factors which are important for the decision making which are coming. So some of the tools like Qlik, adopting the Qlik, what has helped us is that we bringing all the alerts which we generate for a particular particular say set of stakeholder, and then we accordingly take regulatory action. So that has helped us in taking some of the swift and early decisions. One significant different thing which I observed is there are certain, insights what you generate. So we have, say, assumingly you have provided this entire data lake and the platform to 100 set of people. So all 100 people will look at that in a different manner. Once they look at a different manner and they have ability to play around with the data, this is something a learning and something which we have insights which we have got out of this.
In FSSAI, what we are trying to do is implement the traceability. When I mean traceability, then I mean to really say that we have vast applications related to licenses, we have related to labs, and we are related to import clearance. And so we have different type of stakeholders also. We have FSOs, food business operators, import clearance, then officers related to these applications who are working on the operations day and night. But what is happening is we are not able to trace one of the stakeholder, like a FBO, for example, who is a food business operator. Maybe he might be working as a FSO also, who is collecting sample. He might be related to a lab also. So if I want to do this traceability across applications, only then I will be able to handle the challenge where the samples don't get changed and I have the correct testing of the sample. So we are trying to have detailed analytics as a CEO at the dashboard level, so that our senior stakeholders can have. So main aim is traceability related to my business operators. One is this. Second thing is, as an analytics framework that I'm talking, I want to have this framework built across not only at the project, but people are having data in projects, people are having data at the people level, at the resources level. If I build this framework at an organization level where I can use project data, resources, the project resources, the people who are working on projects, and link them to the project so as to get the performance. If I get this, probably I will be able to churn lot of data and help admin and help the HR division as well as project to identify how good my organization is performing. However complex the data be, but the analytics and the interpretation of the chart or the visualization that we derive should be in the form of a common man's language. You may build complex analytics, but then if a common man is not able to understand and interpret or make an informed decision, then the whole purpose of doing analytics is somewhere lost. I feel that we are not looking at a perspective where we build a data lake or a framework across organizations, like we build payment gateway, we build NSWS, National Single Window. Same way, we should have a single window at a framework level where organizations who do not have resources, expertise, but have lots of data which can be analyzed. So we have the tool blend of tool available. A ministry can be initiated, and if they have the resources who are trained, they could use the framework and build their own analytics. If they don't have, they could buy the service, like we have the cloud services. Similarly, we can have analytics services. They could buy the services and then build their own analytics. In this developed world of analytics, we should think that the tool or the application that we build should have the expertise like building a toy. If you have a child and you give any toy to the child, you don't have to teach him how to use it. He just start uses, and then you become aware of different use cases of the toy. So when we try to build analytics at the framework level, at the metrics level, at a simple dashboard level, I have to look at different use cases. I have to look at different user category. And then I simply want to, use this word that it should be easy to use, it should be easy to interpret, and it should be easy to, handle.
See, the pandemic truly has accelerated digital transformation across industries. and Cognizant is no different. Cognizant, for instance, built an analytics stack soon after the outbreak of COVID to better understand the situation and help business with faster data-driven decisions. For example, we created an asset supply chain analytics stack for seamless distribution of laptops and desktops to all our employees across the country, despite the restrictions posed by lockdown. We also built an employee work from home metrics in less than 2 days to gain actionable insights into employee productivity and connectivity. The detailed insights from all of these enable the company and the leadership teams to track and execute the business continuity management and work from activities in a more efficient and effective manner. Analytics has also helped the company in getting enhanced data quality, data governance, recon, and accuracy. By providing these real-time insights, analytics has helped our organization become fitter for the new realities of a distributed and a remote world. Data is certainly the key to augment and sharpen decision-making processes. Active intelligence has helped Cognizant formulate the strategy. We leverage data analytics to generate deeper insights, both for business and operational teams, to enable faster decision making, thereby responding to the multiple business demands with changing circumstances with creativity, resilience, and agility. The faster turnaround enabled this company to seamlessly handle large volumes of data from multiple different data sources for superior data discovery, data preparation, and data reconciliation. Armed with all this powerful data and insights, the leadership and operation team were able to drive quicker decisions and swifter responses. As a large multinational corporation with more than 330,000 employees spread across 5 continents, Cognizant is already enriching its self-service analytical capabilities for its workforce by embracing the confluence of AI and BI to turn vast quantities of data into coherent actions to optimize our processes, people supply chain, better decision making, and our products and services. Our focus is on delivering business value with data-driven actions driven from our enterprise data and analytical platforms that enable powerful data discovery and data preparation and deliver real-time actionable insights and unlock opportunities with analytics available on the go on mobile. We will further strengthen org resiliency by tapping into command center analytics. A case in point being a unified persona-driven view that return to office analytics provides by combining diverse considerations such as facility, location, account, shift, doctor availability, employee wellness, just to name a few. Our whole objective is that the final destination is never a dashboard. The final destination is a decision made by the users to achieve their business outcomes.
Thank you for joining us in this journey to discover the power of active intelligence with the Economic Times presents Power of Active Intelligence powered by Qlik.